bullshit that occurred with me and my child and presented it to ETC, and they then made a party about my child's genetic condition. Yeah, making fun of it to make fun of me.
Was it a good party?
I don't know. I didn't watch. But I think he made money.
You motherfucking right, I made money.
Cents for dollars and 50 cents.
You motherfucking right, I made money, nigga.
Welcome, everybody. So we'll start with the apologies, and I guess we have Hazel. Everyone else seems to be here, I think. So could I have a mover, please?
What is this?
Andrew, just before you do, I have to leave the meeting at 1:30 to attend a future-proof meeting. So sorry about that. So my apologies from them.
Good as gold. Thanks, Jim. So shall we include that in the motion as well? If someone would like to move, please.
Happy to move, Mike.
Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Susan. All in favour?
Aye.
Contrary, no. It's carried. Disclosure of members' interests. Do we have any today?
What is this?
No. I'll move on to item 4, late items. Any late items?
Do we know any of these people on here?
I'm trying to listen to names.
No late items. So confirmation of order of meeting. No changes, Ken?
No, I don't see any need for change. We do have a number of guests joining us at the meeting today, but they're well aware of the time. So, so I'm hoping they'll be here at the required time.
Great.
Happy to move, Andrew. Graham.
Thanks, Graham. A seconder?
I'll second, Susan.
Thanks, Susan, I think that was. Cheers. All in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, no, carried. Okay, item 6, which is confirmation of the minutes from 18 February. Have we all, I'll take those as being read. Anything raised from those minutes?
Andrew, Graham speaking. My diary showing me that I was at that meeting, but my name's not recorded there.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up too. So yeah, I think there's some mistake.
Thanks, Bruce.
Okay, so I'm sure we can have that remedied, Sam.
Yeah, I was just going to say
yes, we'll make the changes.
Thank you. Okay, so with that change, could I have a mover for the minutes to be received as a true and correct record, please? Thank you, Marcus. Seconder?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Bruce. All in favour, please say aye.
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 Contrary, no, carried. Thank you. Item 7, Jason. Has Jason joined us?
Who donated this?
He has.
I just don't get the suggestion.
I don't get it either. That's fine.
Good, thank you.
Great. The floor is yours.
Okay, Sam, I don't think we had issues with trying to get the presentation. Is that right? Oh, no, Sam is sharing. Brilliant. Perfect. Thanks, Sam. Good morning, good afternoon, sorry, everyone. Thanks for allowing me time just to give you a quick update on where we are as a sector for tourism and particularly for Waipā District. So a report has obviously been provided to you and prepared, which was our last 6 months performance at the end of 31st December 2019. As you would have seen, Waipā District Council was going through significant growth, probably one of the fastest growing regions for us with regards to tourism impact. You were experiencing double-digit growth pretty much through visitor expenditure and also commercial accommodation. But we are here today to discuss just obviously a bit of a change in the dynamic given COVID and the impact for tourism, particularly as a sector. If I can go to the next slide, Sam.
This has no
Perfect.
relevance.
So just first a couple of slides, obviously just covering off some data. We're now receiving international and national data on a weekly basis from the government and also from the airlines. So look, no surprise, obviously, since COVID lockdown and international travel restrictions were put in place, international visitor arrivals into New Zealand have been dropping at a very sharp rate. We still do have airline connectivity, which I will go through because we are still maintaining what we call a baseline service for connections across the world, mainly for repatriation flights, but also for cargo and service across the country as well. Next slide, Sam. Thanks. So weekly card transactions, again, no surprise. Obviously, overall, our visitor expenditure is down significantly. But when you do look onto the left top five, obviously food, liquor and pharmacies, we are still seeing some cumulative and some obviously weekly growth in expenditure compared to all our other visitor type expenditure and transactions as well. Thanks, Sam. So the impact for us as a sector, again, look, I mean, all of this has been reported, but just to cover off in summary, we were already impacted through the loss of China group travel, which started in the second to last week of January. So with that, all of our international facing products, our hotels, our motels, our Airbnbs were immediately impacted by that because many of China group travel actually did stay in the Waikato. They were our fourth largest international visitor market, behind Australia, North America, and UK and Europe. It did shut us down pretty much once international travel restrictions hit us. And the visitor economy covers more than just the tourism operators. Again, we've mentioned accommodation. It also impacts retail, hospitality, transport providers, our operators, of course, but also event organisers and major venues. And of course, Mystery Creek, Avanti Drome, and Lake Karapiro are key event platforms for Waipa District. We have had significant job losses and business closures across tourism. I have down underneath that last bullet point, look, the immediate business impact that we have been coaching our businesses through and helping them get through. As some have gone into what we call temporary or seasonal closure. So again, we have a lot of seasonality in tourism. Many who would close for winter have closed, but those that potentially have never closed before, we've suggested they go into hibernation. And so that's what we're calling temporary seasonal closures. We've had a number of businesses, Hobbiton was obviously one of the most public ones reported in the media. But again, all our motels, hotels, retail, hospitality have pretty much reduced service and staff.
Yo, why are we listening to some shit about COVID, bro?
So it was a dono, but it has no relevance to anything we were speaking
in the hospitality sector for Waipa anyway. And then the last, obviously,
and he said it's a 2-hour live stream that there was no start or end time.
Not only are these a loss definitely to the tourism industry to try and bring people back when we don't have products, but also particularly for those vulnerable communities where some of these operators have been going for many years. Thanks, Sam.
Sorry, can I ask a question about that?
Sure.
Yo, I was outside walking the dog.
Of what businesses are struggling, and
I was like, what the fuck are they listening to, bro? Because I had the headphones
closing and how it is impacting around the wider district.
Yeah, so particularly for Waipa, it has mainly been your hospitality, potentially some of your retail, and also accommodation. So we've had many, nearly all of your accommodation has pretty much gone into hibernation or closure. They're calling it temporary closure, but some of them have been able to access the wage subsidy, which is great. But again, what we're going to see is the impacts are longer than the 12-week wage subsidy right now. So it's post 12 weeks, what we're quite concerned about. We have been lobbying nationally, government, and I think that's all sectors, not just tourism, around potentially extending the wage subsidy for 20 weeks, because it will take a lot to restart the tourism sector again. People's propensity to travel is quite low. We will travel locally, and potentially we will travel in.
You fixed it?
You
fixed it?
It's not going to affect this. Oh, there it is. It ended.
Sweet.